Deeper in this game. These niggas is far away from this game, man. Hell yeah, P. Niggas ain't even hip to that. Like when you come out here and get the distro, that's when you got you could really map this shit out how you want to map it out.
You can go where you want to go with it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You really nipping the middleman out. For real.
Because there's no need for them right now. Like with everything, get straight to the source.
And like the weed tip, it was down there almost best to try to get legal with this shit and compete with the goddamn dispensary
But how do you get? It's so much red tape.
and money, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's red tape and money. You know what I'm saying? Like they said, it's like three different licenses you gotta have, and you gotta get approved on certain shit. And you know what I'm saying? They make it hard for a nigga for sure.
Because I went downtown with Kalamazoo. They was doing the equity meeting. It was
Mm-hmm.
it was about how they locked everybody up for the marijuana. Now y'all about to let these corporations come in this bitch and set up shop. How y'all going? That's hypocrisy. So what y'all gonna do for these motherfuckers that y'all locked up for weed and shit? And they was asking the community how can they make it fair? You know what I mean?
Right. What y'all gonna do to, you know what I'm saying, make it worth all that time? Because that's one thing you
Right.
ain't getting back.
Right. And only thing they got now, and I was raising my question, raising my hands, giving some input and shit, because they was acting like they ain't know what the fuck to do, or what they could do and shit, to where,
Right.
really they don't want to do nothing for you niggas.
That's
But
all it is.
they was like, they were to where they got it right now is if you got a felony for weed. Now, if you got some other shit on your case, then you can't. They ain't fucking with you. But if it's
Yeah, they
just
ain't get that.
tree, then somebody
Mm-hmm.
could put you on to their business plan, just make you an owner, and then you could get some type of tax break. It's just a tax and the taxes is crazy. They like want 5,000 minimum plus a little interest, whatever you percentage
Mm-hmm.
you made minimum every year. But if you bring
Yeah,
on the
they
person
work.
who got the conviction and make them an owner, then they'll break that. They'll give you free on that tax.
Mm. So motherfuckers was looking for convicted weed fellas for real.
Right, they could tap you in, or they could just pay you off, or they could probably pay
Mm-hmm.
you a lump sum up front. Boom, we just need to put your name on this paperwork or something.
Mm-hmm.
Or you just be the employee. You just be, whatever. They ain't finna let you tie all the way in,
They ain't
unless
never
you
do
really
it.
the money though. Unless you really the nigga who,
Unless
you
you
had that little
doing,
chart, but you
yeah,
got
you
cheese.
doing shit. Yeah,
They ain't
that's
finna.
a lick. That's a lick for motherfuckers with that weed felony. They ain't doing
You
it for
just
misdemeanors.
you just need the investor. Probably misdemeanors too.
Yeah. Hey, but like
Mm-hmm.
niggas like Danny Primer, that's like that nigga. He been trying to get one, bro. And
Uh huh.
I don't that shit. And Kalamazoo is like I know niggas in the D
Right.
Mm-hmm.
that's our age with dispensaries, bro.
They did that shit so they can try to weed the black folks out. So you know they ain't just gonna let niggas just jump in like that.
But like I know niggas like that, like I said, that's our age, bro. They went and bought a building, they went and did the licensing and shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they want black people to be on that shit in Detroit, bro. They don't want
Right.
that for KZoo, bro. They don't want you to
Mm-hmm.
be
Mm-hmm.
like
Right.
Primer said he tried to get the OA side. He had to go in front of a meeting with 5 people, and he said they own all the clubs in Kalamazoo, and they had to vote
Mm.
to make him part of the club, and they did not vote that nigga in, bro.
That shit crazy.
Gatekeepers.
But that shit makes, yeah, I was just gonna say that shit makes sense. Them gatekeepers, them motherfuckers,
Bro, but you got to think,
they
man.
not letting, they not,
Look at all these same clubs that's been around, bro. These same clubs, ain't nothing new coming through this bitch, bro.
they ain't letting nothing new come through this bitch.
Bro, this bitch on
Mm.
lock, nigga. Like no bullshit, bro. My brother, He a famous artist, bro. Niggas don't even notice my brother. He 40. He be with Queen Latifah, Talib Kweli. He one of them type of niggas, bro. He trying to bring an art exhibit to KZoo. I told that nigga take that shit to Grand Rapids or Detroit. My mom get mad at me, bro. She cussed me out like, why would you say that? Da, 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 da. I said, didn't he just say Kalamazoo's giving him a hard time?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And this nigga doing art, bro. He's
You
doing
gotta go
fucking
where you
art.
want it. Right. You gotta go where
Listen,
you want it.
he
Like,
went to Yale. He went to Yale, bro. He not no normal nigga. He
right.
not just no. This nigga went to Yale. He just was with Daniel Greer, David Allen Greer. You know what I'm saying? These
Mm-hmm.
type of people he hang out with, bro, on a regular. Um, um, what's his name? Just Blaze, not Just Blaze. Alicia Keys' husband.
I know you talking.
Um,
What's the nigga name,
Yeah.
man?
like these is his friends, bro. Like no
Swiss
bullshit. My brother
beats.
just Swiss
Yeah,
Beats.
Swiss.
He just got a white wife, bro. You know what I'm saying? He one of them niggas, bro. He lived in Harlem. Like his name Titus Kafar, bro. You can look the nigga up. No bullshit. Titus Kafar. The nigga got a TED talk and everything, man. But yeah, Kalamazoo don't want you to be shit, bro.
Mm-mm.
You ain't lying. You weren't lying.
Uh,
Detroit and Grand
uh,
Rapids is making a bigger outreach than they making it more accessible
my boy.
than the zoo
Yeah,
is.
bro. Grand Rapids slapping.
They got a
Like,
whole bunch of black owned businesses, restaurants.
bro, Mexican businesses, restaurants, nigga, they got art, bro. They got shoe stores, skate shops, bro. It's shit to do in Grand Rapids. Motherfuckers can, bro. What? That shit so stupid. It's the same shit, bro. Okay, so listen, the art, the Art Institute that I'm talking about downtown.
Yeah.
Those same statues are there that have been there since we were in elementary.
We was
Which
kids.
is not saying that's a bad thing, which because they're probably historic. But bro, come on now, shit can change, man. Come on now, Kzu.
Yeah, we can add to it. We ain't gotta change. We ain't gotta take it away, but we can always add to it. You ain't lying about that. Like
Right? And
it
they
needs some type
gatekeeping,
of
bro. It's
like keep.
unfortunate, but they're not trying to see us. Like it's crazy that we even got a new radio station.
Yeah, I seen that shit. The what's that shit called? The
What is it? R&B?
102.5. Yeah,
102 is the new
it's
R&B.
just 95. It's just 1560 all over again type shit.
Yeah,
Right, right.
it's about 1560 to touch,
But
right?
But D Smith and my brother Javon, they was trying to get this is a different brother I got. They was trying to get a radio station back in the day, bro, like '09. They wasn't trying to give D Smith and Javon, two of the lamest niggas from the north side. Niggas that don't do shit. They wasn't trying to get them niggas radio stations, bro. So it's like, you bitches really don't want niggas to have shit.
They don't.
And them niggas
Mm.
don't do shit, bro. Them niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like they really good, you know what I'm saying? Stand up niggas, fucking nerds,
Right.
but they from the north.
Go to
So
church
it's
on
like,
the Sundays and shit.
yeah,
Like you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like yeah, I
bro.
know what
Like,
you're talking about. They
so it's
good
like
people.
for you white people to feel like they don't even deserve shit. It's really like, man, fuck KZoo, bro. No,
Right,
no.
right. It's the culture. And then what's crazy is Kalamazoo, I didn't even realize this till last year. I looked it up. Kalamazoo is 30% black. That's a black
Right.
city. You know what
That's
I'm
a black
saying?
city for sure, for sure. So it's a
But they
lot of
don't have
black
nothing
dollars.
for the nigga. There's a lot of black dollar. Look, the fact that Cookies came to Kalamazoo let me know that people is paying attention to that market. It's a market in KZoo, but we don't have none of the outlets. We don't got control of none of the outlets. How we ain't got no radio station? No, yeah, we got a few restaurants, but come on now, it's supposed to be way bigger. We need to have a
Supposed to be
club, a
booming.
bar. What's going on?
It's
You
supposed to
know,
be
it's some shit going on, some gatekeeping and some.
it's some gatekeeping. It's some
Hey, I
control.
got
It's
some
some
real sauce for y'all, bro. I got some real sauce for y'all, bro. The
Uh
motherfucker, it's a motherfucker from Kalamazoo that wrote for Whitney Houston.
huh.
The nigga wrote for okay, y'all know this song, Just a City Boy, born and raised in South Detroit.
yeah.
He wrote that. He's from Kalamazoo.
Motherfucker.
Bro, how? How did we not know this shit?
Yeah, how is that not? You know what I'm saying?
How?
Right.
Yeah, thank you, Juan. How the fuck is that not a known thing?
Yeah, like how is that not? You know,
Bro, how is this not known that this man wrote for Whitney Houston and got all her hits when she fell off? How is that not known, bro? And it's like I ain't gonna cap, he a fag, dude a fag, he a light skinned dude, he a Smith. I don't know if you know Kevin Smith and Ross from the West Side Autumn. It's his family.
Be careful, we live, bro.
Oh. But yeah. So anyways, but yeah though. So Callum, it's just crazy. They don't want us to win around this bitch, bro. So you get what you can get out this bitch and get on.
That's the success in Kalamazoo. It's like everybody that's successful from this motherfucker is not here.
Right, like we all grew up in KPS. Why the fuck did none of us go to a Green Bay game? Like
a New York Yankees game.
Yeah. Why was none of us like? Why was like that shit? That shit weird to me, bro.
Think about this though. Derek Jeter is one of the greatest baseball players ever. Why don't we got no youth baseball for black people around this bitch?
There's some black gatekeepers in the zoo too who
it is, bro.
They do be knowing about them opportunities or them conversations, and it don't make it further than that. You get what I'm saying? Don't make it past that. Them people.
They did it before it could be a opportunity for real. They speaking for the masses. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like, you know, we got niggas out here chasing this NBA dream. But the first NBA player just happened. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Livers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They did have been in baseball shit since we was in elementary. He was in the Yankees, I guess.
He retired already?
Yeah, he retired. You know what I'm saying? He one of the greatest. Like if you say that's one of the niggas. If you say Derek Jeter, they know that nigga name worldwide.
That's
you know
the greatest basketball player in the world.
You know
what I'm saying? They'll say it's Babe Ruth or somebody, but don't nobody know the fuck Babe Ruth is no more. These young kids.
They'll say it's Derek Jeter, bro.
Derek Jeter.
And that bitch from right here. You know what I'm saying?
I kind of want to do something like that. Like maybe I'm not the right person to do it, but somebody like you, Bean, you could get like the real K-Zoo history. We need a K-Zoo history lesson, like some important, prominent figures.
That don't nobody talk about. You know what I'm saying? It's really something. It really is something though.
We got rich history.
Funny though. Anyone know what's funny? They was talking about Martin Luther King. Then it was like, why motherfuckers in Kalamazoo and shit have to go to school on Martin Luther King Day? I said, shit, Martin Luther King ain't marched these streets around.
Swear to God.
I said they ain't in school in Atlanta and shit, but yeah.
They was in school for MLK Day?
Yeah, they was in school.
Damn, no, they wasn't in school out here though. That's crazy.
You know, that's a place where a riot will really go down at. You know, riot happening by Martin Luther King County.
Right, it's like we
let as it is, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like they feel like they've been good to niggas for a long time. They don't got niggas to go to school on that day.
Feel like we did it for you niggas, man. If y'all don't stop it.
Yeah, I'm talking about Martin Luther King Day, no school.
But you know what? I ain't gonna lie about K-Zoo, man. It's something getting fucked up because we do have a lot of opportunities, man. Like all my principals in K-Zoo growing up. I'm talking about when I went to Northglade, it was somebody named Dr. Harvey. She was the black principal at Northglade. Hillside, it was a black principal. Glory, her name was
Foster Wembley.
Miss Foster Wembley.
Yeah, she was there when we was there.
In Central, we had Dr. Von, what's his last name? Washington. So it's like we got black leaders and shit. We had the Douglas. We had the Boys and Girls Club.
But all that shit makes sense now because we 30% black. So that's them giving us that little piece of You know, you go
Mm-hmm.
back to emotional intelligence, bro. Like that's them giving us that little piece of power and making niggas feel like they important around this bitch. And really, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? They don't even fuck with
Mm-hmm.
you, bro.
Right. And then them niggas that think
And
they
they got a
important, they damn near police the other black people, if that makes sense.
yeah, they do, because they know, listen, y'all gotta do it this way, or you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna happen for me like that no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got to go tell I got to be the one to tell y'all this shit, cause it for y'all finna fuck it up for me. Cause
For real.
they ain't gonna lose their job. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They ain't gonna lose their job for you for no next for the next nigga. You know what I'm saying? They
Not
ain't
for
gonna do
nothing
that.
that ain't, you know. No,
Not for the
no, not
next
for the
nigga.
next nigga.
You
They
know what I'm
ain't
saying?
down. We ain't got no real
No
freedom
real,
fighters, no
yeah,
stump down.
no real for the people ass niggas. We ain't got them no
Yeah.
more. Them niggas that die with the, you know what I'm saying? Die with the times. You know what I'm saying?
Swear to God.
It's a new way to navigate. And it's yes sir, no sir. You know what I'm saying? But not in them terms, not in that language. Though, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, motherfuckers, you know, going along to get along, playing the game.
they're trying to just get further in life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how
They
you
didn't
gotta
figure
be.
it
You
out
gotta.
though. They didn't figure it out though, cause like then you'll get called a sellout because you doing it that way. But it's like, no, I'm just making my life easier. You
Gotta
know, it's only
preserve this
sellout.
shit.
It's only that shit is only what you gotta think about. That shit is only them ideas is only coming from the black community. Oh, you a sellout, you a snitch, you ain't real. You know what I'm saying? That's all black community shit though. You know what I'm saying? Like
I was just arguing with my nigga Twan about this,
it's
man.
different. Like you know what I'm saying? Like white people, Asians, Mexicans, they all got different morals than black folks. We too prideful of the shit that really don't matter. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we so stuck in our ways. You know, we prideful of the
Right.
shit that really don't matter. Like why do I care that you told on somebody? You know what I'm saying? It ain't got
Exactly.
nothing to do with me.
It's like back in the day, I was just talking about this with my nigga Twan. Hold on, see if he trying to get on this bitch. But basically, I was like, man, that not snitching shit, man. A lot of these niggas didn't come from that. That's not their family culture history. Anyway, they
Hell
learned this shit
no.
from TV.
And like that shit on TV, bro. Most motherfuckers' family gonna tell you to tell.
Gonna tell you to tell.
Nigga, what?
So back then, them people was on one accord. Everybody was on one accord. I don't care what game it was, whether it was pimping, whether it
Yeah.
was D boys hustling. They was trying to come out of poverty. We was all together on this bitch. That's why it
If you
was no
fuck,
snitching.
if you fuck up that money, you gotta go. You know what
You
I'm
gotta
saying?
go.
You
Cause we
gotta
really
go.
got a mission. We trying to complete. We gotta bring the whole neighborhood or a whole family about this bitch.
Hmm.
Nowadays, the shit these niggas doing is not even honorable, bro.
Because because what you doing it for? You didn't got
Cause
put out the crib because you think, oh, I'm gonna bust my shit.
uh,
You didn't got put out the crib because you think you grown and now you trying to hustle. Like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't doing nothing for real. You had it
right.
made. You had a Jadakiss life.
Jada Kiss, niggas is Jada Kiss. That's what started our argument was Jada Kiss. I was telling bro, a lot of these niggas is Jada Kiss, man. We grew up with these niggas, man.
We know these niggas, bro.
We know these niggas,
Even
man.
fuckers you went to the joint, I don't give a fuck about none of that, bro. I grew up with you, bro. I know how you had a silver spoon, and ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying?
It's
Nigga,
just the
growing up,
fact. Go ahead.
man, growing up, nigga, we used to want to move off the north side. You know what I'm saying? Not motherfuckers wanting to come to the north side. You know what I'm saying? Like we
That's
didn't
them
think.
West Side niggas, and you know niggas way over there.
Hell
I
no.
mean, there's be niggas that was on my school bus talking about they North Side. I'm like, nigga, I seen you.
You stayed in apartments on the west, man.
Yeah, niggas want to be so close to the streets. It's like, come on now.
That's
For
the new
what?
way. That's the new slavery, though. That's the new way.
Mm-hmm.
That's the new way of them knowing where we at, keeping us in the box. They know exactly where we at, man. Like you know what I'm saying. They know exactly where we at. We didn't. They didn't
Even
figure it out, and we ain't figured it out yet. But there's a lot of minds that have though. A lot of minds that have. Like you know what I'm saying. We ain't the first ones. You know what I'm saying. But we just gotta bring the light to the people we can reach. You know.
right.
Yeah, I could
Right.
do that.
Real spill. Like, man, somebody told me some shit today, and I've been seeing this shit happen. The
What
waves,
happened?
you know, them new waves and shit. Like niggas like us, we be catching waves early, so we'll think something, boom, that's sauce. Okay, we get it instantly. Like, bitch, we been on that. This game involved. But certain
Mm-hmm.
things become after it get to that point, then it start becoming commercialized and shit. Like
Mm-hmm.
when Gunna started pushing P, that's when I was like, oh, this shit, like nigga, they done commercialized the P now.
They didn't
You know,
commercialize the peak 2 years after we start. We was, you know what I'm
you
saying?
know
Two
what I'm
years before,
saying?
2 years after we start really like, you know what I'm saying, saying P and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
2 years later, not everybody pushing P. They didn't came out with the song. I'm like, then they must have heard some P and E because wasn't nobody really talking like that for real. You know what I'm saying? Like it just
Swear
make
to
you think
God.
like that. Knowing that they probably didn't, they just make you think. That just show you how the universe works, though. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right. You be like, damn, I was on that wave. It's like, and you be thinking like, damn, I started this. Like they be telling like how people be attached to things. You think you started it, and that's what gets you into like certain movements because you feel like, man, I was on that shit before everybody, or I pushed the needle on that type shit.
So this is really me. So it's like not everybody in the world doing it. I kind of like that because I feel like I was. And then it's people
Mm.
around you that know that you was on it first. So you like this my validation right here. If anybody
Validation, right?
this my validation right here. If anybody was to say why you on it so tough, because I've been on it. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers gonna have been on some shit before motherfuckers was on some shit.
Mm-hmm. But see what's happening now though. Once them peoples get it, once that shit get into them record labels, them offices and shit, and they having meetings and shit on how they finna roll shit out or advertise shit. That's when shit get watered down and
That's when
it's
the
no
market.
game
That's
in
when the
it.
market plan come in. And now they shopping the game.
Exactly, shopping the game around.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm telling niggas, bro, the streets is over with, man, because they finna lock the door. These niggas ain't stupid, man. They set the play up before they even get to you. So they finna have all these young niggas. If you look at No Jumper, they finna promote the pimping real heavy. All the real P's is dead. You feel what I'm
They gone.
saying? They dead and gone. So it's nobody that's gonna give you no real clarity on that game.
Mm-mm.
Even back to the black exploitation movies, they was already kind of exploiting the game
Watered
back
down.
then. It was watered down. That's watered down. So we think pimping is like some character shit. We think that shit is some clown shit, some movie
Right.
shit.
And they gave us Dolomite, and then that made everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like they
Yeah,
gave us. They just re-rocked Dolomite. I'm saying so now everybody seeing that. Damn, that's the character. Like you know what I'm saying? But the people who,
right.
you know what I'm saying? Like so,
Old
man,
is new. Yesterday's
always new.
fashion.
That's
Pimping is
yesterday.
yesterday's fashion. Now that's gonna be today's little get up.
Yeah,
People, I want to
yeah.
be a pimp now. I don't want to be. It used to be the dope dealer in the early 2000s or a gangbanger. Then it was a dope dealer. We just seeing that way. We getting out that way. You finna see these young
Mm-hmm.
niggas talking about they some pimping. And they
Yeah, I
ain't
went
got
from the
no
dope.
game.
I went from
They,
the dope to the weed. Because the weed was less of a charge than the dope, you know what I'm saying? Then they just legalized the weed, you know what I'm saying? And they just dropped a whole bunch of fentanyl into the streets, so they just cut all the dope, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you gonna go to jail for a body, or you got to get in this weed business, and we just water that down because we selling it too.
right. So think about this though. They they promoted whole culture amongst the females, right? So
They
it's
had
a
that outside and all of that for 4 5 years since it was they locked
mm-hmm.
everybody up. They no, that's what they did. They shut the world down. And while the world was shut down, they had City Girls up 1,000. You know what I'm saying? They no
Mm-hmm.
City Girls popped out, then they shut the world down. So now everybody on this City Girl high while the world
Yeah.
shut down. You know what I'm saying? So it's turning the whole culture dead up, like you said. Keep going
Turned the
though.
turned the whole culture up, and like you said, motherfuckers seeing all this shit going on. Okay, to hustle, I gotta do life. Even this, how I was thinking. I was thinking the pimping is like the coldest game in the streets because it's like you ain't even gotta deal with all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, before you finish, bro. I don't want you to lose your
Mm-hmm.
train of thought. But another thing about the whole culture with the OnlyFans and the Snapchat, like they just
Say that.
they opened up a
They
new floodgate.
give you a taste of the game.
Open up a new floodgate, a new way to a new form of pimping. You know what I'm saying? What is it over the net? Like you know what I'm saying? This is all social media pimping and shit.
Social
Like you know,
media pimping. So think of how many boyfriend pimps. That's why I'm glad that term got popular. Boyfriend pimp, sugar free.
hmm
uh Boyfriend pimping. That's the new way because a lot of these OnlyFans and the internet made it to where okay, your bitch she done sold some little Snapchat shit, some little OnlyFans shit, and you close to this shit. She taking care of you. You was living off the bitch regardless of what she was doing. But now that she doing OnlyFans, you thinking that that's like pimping. You might hear the word pimp and think, damn, that's what I am. You get what I'm saying? And these
and
niggas,
that's what you not though. You
that's
know,
what
like
you
you
not.
said, that's what you not. Like you, but like you said though, it's a you are though. Like you're a boyfriend pimp though. Like you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
you are
boyfriend pimping.
your boyfriend pimp. You boyfriend pimp, man. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense though.
hmm
That makes sense though.
And but how they set it up though, remember when they was talking about the white vans, the human trafficking and shit? They was making it seem like it was the white vans and shit, but the laws that they was using that shit on was peace. Black pimps.
Mm,
So
mm.
the way
The trafficking,
they rush the laws in. So okay,
so that they can use it
they
on
use it against
everybody.
everybody. So they made the face of it white van. So now all the women's like, yeah, human traffickers, end them, end them. You know, this was heavy, like right around the R. Kelly 2018 and shit.
You ain't lying.
It was the
But
white vans, the human trafficking.
now all the trafficking cases is black folk or minority or you know what I'm
Black
saying?
folks. It
You
ain't
know what
no
I'm saying?
white van snatchers getting.
All you doing is just putting that pussy on the market. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even really trafficking nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This motherfucker want to do this. You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
I could see if you fucking with well, usually they get niggas because they fucking with minors or something. But really, if you fucking with a grown woman who this is what
And
she do,
don't get
you
me wrong. Like, I'm not in. You know what I'm saying? Support of the whole trafficking because it just sounds so bad when you say it like that. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
For anybody who watched this, like, don't think I'm in support of it. I'm just talking. You know, so I'm
And,
saying the shit that people might not really want to say, but they be thinking. 'Cause it's
well,
really just it's an idea. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't really understand it. Like you said, like, I don't look at certain shit as trafficking. Like, you know,
but
so
see,
now we
look,
breaking it down.
right, right. But look, the way we saying it sound bad like that, you know. And this is what we telling. This is the message: is stay out the streets, man. Because what we got this shit from when we was watching the pimp movies and the P movies, or your uncle might have been a P. It was a different time back then. You
Completely different
know,
time. Completely.
The Pam Greers and the actresses, they was playing prostitutes and hoes in the movies. We respected them. You get what
And
I'm
then,
saying?
exactly. Most definitely. They had the utmost respect. You
They
know
had
what
the
I'm saying?
utmost respect.
The utmost respect. And then you gotta think about it like you said, it was a different time. Like, you know what I'm saying? We watching movies from a different time. Like we ain't living in them time, you know. This is just a history lesson.
Look, this is a history lesson. This is not a promotion of pimping. This is a history lesson
Yeah,
because
this is just a history lesson. That's all this is.
it's
This
a
is knowledge
it's
for the
really a
dangerous
warning.
man.
It's really warning to young black men because this is our culture as black. This is black pimping is black history, whether we like it or not. Just like the mafia is Italian history. You get what I'm saying? But
And we
back in
coming up
them,
on Black History Month, so why not talk about
right,
it right now? This is a great time. We need to just whole February. We need to just dedicate to real Black history, though. Like you
real
know what I'm
black
saying?
history.
The real Black history, that shit we can relate to, not the Martin Luther Kings and the Malcolm X's and the, you know what I'm saying? But with the real Black history, the shit that motherfuckers was could tell you about, but you ain't gonna hear about on no movie or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Not the Malcolm X's, but them other niggas that was, you know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
moving and grooving through them times. Cause I'm the real one. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying Malcolm X ain't the real one or Martin Luther King ain't the real one, but you know what I'm saying? The real ones don't never get spoke about. So we're
Yeah,
gonna talk about the real ones.
if them people's talking about them, it can't. You know, it's some watered down, something
It's
being
watered down.
watered
They
down.
giving you that. That's they give you for emotional attachment. Like, you know what I'm saying? We need to
Mm-hmm.
talk about them real ones. You know what I'm saying?
Them real
The
ones.
real ones. They out there.
That's the mission for February. Real Black History.
Real Black history, not that watered down, fabricated shit that they want you to that sit in the back of the bus ass shit. We ain't doing that.
Exactly. Because look, that's what they doing. This is why we got to get a history, definitely the street history, because they criminalizing and demonizing all of this shit that we grew up on. And we thinking
making laws for it, and they doing it right up under our nose.
Up under our nose. So a thing that your black son might think is just his culture, that's automatically 30, 40 years for him. You know, them white folks is profiling him like, you know, everything he do and he say, he might say the wrong thing and he lining himself up for an indictment, them football numbers. You get what I'm saying? Because of the way our culture, the way the media exploited our culture. Because we get all this shit from the rappers, the music videos, the movies.
The TV shows, you know what I'm saying? Like Snowfall, like, you know what I'm saying? They got motherfuckers really out here thinking that they can be the nigga from Snowfall, Franklin Saint. Like, bro, we don't live in them times no more. You know what I'm saying? We do not live in them times no more. They set niggas up. They want you to think you can come out here and you know what I'm saying, all of this and all of that. Man, they gonna hook and book your ass, man. The next day smoking.
They finna lock the doors on these niggas, man.
Like, and getting money is getting money, man. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers gotta stop having so much pride, emotional attachment on how you get this shit. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's a legit way of getting money, man, it's getting money, man.
We want to trap it out so bad.
I want to trap it out so bad, bro. I'm like, man, then it's easier ways than getting it than trapping, bro. Trapping is a hassle, man. Trapping is a real hassle.
Right. It's the shit we doing we doing it for man, somebody said this shit. They said we doing it for fashion. The lifestyles we live in, we doing it for fashion.
That's that's part of the fashion. Like, that's part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the wrong part, man.
It's the lifestyle. It's part of this how I live. You know, I'm doing this. I'm doing this way. You know,
because if the idea is supposed to be to get money, bro, there is a million ways to get it. So why even? And listen, why even risk your freedom? You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas trying to risk their freedom to be cool. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying go slave, bro, but I know you like to do something else than, you know what I'm saying, than that. If you like to sell some shit, bro, there's plenty other shit you can sell than that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But see, that's why I like the term game involved, because it's strategy involved. And then, you know, niggas want to sound slick. That's all it is, man. Niggas want to sound, that's our culture. We want to sound like we doing something slick. You know, like a nigga could be, you know how niggas be pulling money out of the ATM and they be filming it like they scamming, telling niggas to tap in and shit. Like, they turn everything that a nigga do into like it's something slick, to where niggas don't want to just do nothing square, because you know, like, everything gotta be slick. Like, you niggas need to just sit the fuck down.
I got another idea, man. Like, throw square business on some shirt.
Square business. Ooh. I like that. Cause look, that's my new word, bro. I'm a square. I'm the greatest square, or I'm trying to be a square. That's player.
Throw some L7s on some shirts and square business, and we
L7.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga,
square is the new player.
It is, bro, because it's the longevity game.
Playing the long game.
I don't wanna, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to have 2-3 years where I'm averaging 30 and now my body is wear and tear. Nigga, just give me 15 years in the game, averaging 10 points, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds. And you know what I'm saying? I'm just right here playing my role, but I just did it for 15, 20 years. And motherfuckers just forgot about me, and then they remember when I pop back up, they remember me again. And you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I've been here, and then at the end of it, when it's all said and done, you know what I'm saying? Like, then that nigga lasted. That nigga lasted the longest, man.
That's how I look at the rap game. I be thinking, damn, it's some cold rappers that's cold. like a Jada Kiss, like a we talking about career wise, Jada Kiss, there's some niggas, Devin the dude, E40, that nigga was before his time. Sugar Free, you know what I'm saying? To where you ain't even gotta be in the light. Niggas don't even know about Sugar Free. It's older, niggas older don't even know about Sugar Free because they wouldn't listen to him back then. It
Right.
depends on what region you in, but there's niggas our age that'll never know about Sugar Free, but he got a solid career, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Enough to make some money, enough to get some features. He's still a legend.
Longevity.
Longevity.
Longevity. And then he, you know what I'm saying, he got other endeavors, you know what I'm saying, some other investments, you know what I'm saying, to
Mm-hmm.
keep it going to whereas, you know what I'm saying, this is just one thing that I do. This don't define me, you know what I'm saying? This don't define everything that's going on, you know what I'm saying? It's just
Right.
it's a check, and then what you do with that pay is all about how you last, you know what I'm saying? If you
That's
just
what
in it,
that's what that nigga Master P was saying. He said the rap music, he said the rap industry, that shit is really just promo. It's what you do with it's how you leverage that shit is what you make the
yeah,
money.
the rap industry is to get you the fame.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you're looking for the fame, you go into something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because if you really want to be on screen and be seen, I mean, you can go act. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? You can go act. You know what I'm saying? Put on that and act, nigga. And if you're a rapper or a singer, that's even better. Now you got an extra talent when you go audition. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now you can keen in on certain roles and you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like all rappers should be actors. Like, it just make the most sense. So you
Yeah.
get in your bag, you know what I'm saying? Then you might fuck around and audition for a part and then shit. Next thing you know, you rapping on the fucking on the soundtrack too. Cause you cold. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
It goes back to how they criminalized our culture. We want our rappers to be so real and close to the streets
they
that
missing out on the opportunities
they missing
on
out on the
real shit.
opportunities. It's like back then, the rappers were actors,
Think about all the best ones.
the
Will
best
Smith,
ones.
LL Cool J, um,
Tupac,
Tupac, um, nigga,
DMX.
DMX, Ice T, nigga,
You say Ice Cube?
Cube. I didn't even say Cube. Nigga, that's like you know what I'm saying. And then
Mm-hmm.
even like every other big rapper, all got a movie, all dipped into the acting.
50
Everyone
Cent.
that we know, 50, Jay Z, motherfucking, or if they ain't dipped into the acting heavily, they in the production. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
they
The
know
Rockefeller
what,
movies, the state properties and
yeah,
shit.
state properties and all of that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was going out with the Jay Z's and then you got Master P. You know what I'm saying? He threw Romeo had a whole TV show. He knew what it
Right.
was. Like you know what I'm saying? He knew what it was. Like you said, he the one who said that. So he knew what it was.
Yeah, he leveraged
Built
that
your
shit.
career. You know what I'm saying? Look at Bow Wow back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Snoop. You know what I'm saying? I ain't
Mm-hmm.
even say Snoop. You know what I'm saying?
Snoop is the coldest rapper. He the greatest rapper in the world. I'll say the most famous rapper in the world.
Yeah, most definitely. He the most worldwide rapper ever.
Mm-hmm.
Snoop is everybody's uncle.
Everybody uncle, and he
You know what I'm
crossed
saying?
generations. He touched every generation.
He your uncle, your daddy uncle, and your granddaddy uncle. And he younger than our granddaddy, damn near younger than our daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Swear to God, he about our parents' age.
Yeah, that's what he bought our parents' age for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But
Like
he
50
just
something. He like 56, going on 60, if not 60.
he going on 60 for sure.
That nigga
Still
going
out
on
here,
60 still out here.
still out here. But yeah, though, bro, like that's another thing that's one thing I did tell bro too. I said, bro, trying to get in that little acting bag too. You know what I'm
Who?
saying? Low. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
just
yeah, look, yeah. Lo could be good in the
try
acting shit.
I say just try it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It open up doors for, you know what I'm saying, for the rapping. Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? It's all hand in hand. It's all entertainment. Like,
It's
you know what I'm saying?
entertainment business.
If you want to do this, we're gonna be 100%. If not, you know what I'm saying? If that's okay too. But being a fucking artist, bro, that's gotta be square business, bro.
Joey Badass.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. What's dog? That's dog that playing the
Raising Canaan.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I had almost didn't even know who the nigga was. He was so cold in his role.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But just
And he was already an established rapper, like really going, getting
for
good
real
looks. He just
established, bro.
wasn't, he ain't getting no mainstream looks, but he was
But he
already in
definitely
the
had
industry.
was in the industry, had a few mainstream features and shit like that. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? He had a nice little push behind him, you know.
Yeah.
He definitely was getting heard for sure, for sure.
Getting heard. And that's really what it is too. You
That's
gotta
all it is. You gotta get heard. You gotta know how to get in the room.
get in them rooms, take all them opportunities. It might be rappers who don't want it. They too real. They don't want to do all them take all them opportunities and movements and
Yeah,
shit.
bro, but it gotta be square business and you can't take what happened. You can't take what happened from one person and think it's gonna be like that for you.
Right. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's the move. We gotta bring the acting shit
You gotta
to the
bring
zoo.
cause
It's so much talent in the zoo, man.
and then like they already started, so I ain't gonna take nothing away from the ones who already is acting like Mr. Mans and you know what I'm saying, what they got going on. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on,
I'm
what
in
you say?
full. I said I ain't gonna try to take nothing away from the Mr. Man and what's going on. I'm in full support of that. You know what I'm saying? They movement. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? I like what they doing, but I feel like we just need more people like them though. You know what I'm saying? That's all I think.
Yeah, that's just one lane. That's just the comedy, or I don't know what direction you want to take it in, but it ain't. It's big enough for everybody. We need some serious dramas out the zoo.
Yeah, we need some serious drama. We need some, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of everything. We need our own network for real.
The
You know what I'm
network.
saying? Our own network where you can go through this motherfucker and we got what you need. We got some comedy. We got some serious drama. We got niggas playing serious roles. You know what I'm saying? We got some funny shit.
And
We
we
got
got some creative motherfuckers in the zoo. Like we real
true, bro.
tastemakers. Niggas don't. Yeah, it's a lot of followers in the zoo, but the reason it's a lot of followers is because there's so many niggas that's bringing shit from other places to the zoo that's trying to show out. Like if you
Yeah,
if you go to the zoo and you got some peoples in the D, you gonna try to bring that to the zoo, or bring down south to the zoo.
most definitely gonna try to bring that sauce that you think don't nobody got.
Right.
Then, yeah, but you gotta think about it though. Ain't nothing wrong with following if the lead is going in the right direction. And then you gotta look at it like shit, nigga. For every motherfucking McDonald's you see, you gonna see a Burger King. You know what I'm saying? Them bitches serving the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Burgers and fries. You know what I'm saying? It's enough to go around though. You know what I'm saying? It's enough to go around. Some
It's
people don't
enough.
like me. Some people don't like Burger King fries. You know what I'm saying? Some people love Burger King fries. You know what I'm saying? Some motherfuckers want a Whopper over a Big Mac. Some motherfuckers want that Big Mac. You know what I'm saying?
That's one thing I noticed about the zoo. If it's something popular and you feel like, damn, everybody on that, damn, I'm gonna find my way. It's always some niggas who don't want to go with that wave just because everybody going with that wave. You feel me? You can clean all them niggas up. They don't want to go with the popular wave.
Mm-hmm.
They'll come shop with you just to go against that. You know what I'm
They
saying?
go against it. They do that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't trying to grab that because everybody got that. Or like if you
Mm-hmm.
got some shit, they're trying to keep you on hush so that way they can have it so everybody don't got it. Or, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly just like, man, let's get this shit out here. Let's just, or
That's
just
that
fuck it.
gatekeeping shit.
And gatekeeping. You know what I'm saying? We gotta start knocking these gates down, you know.
Cause people like them. People like the follower movement. So that's why the gatekeepers. That's how they keep their power is fucking around That's how they keep their power is fucking around and yeah, hold on.
Gotta be a way to avoid them bitches.
You know, that's how motherfuckers keep their power is gatekeeping. If everybody had the game, then you wouldn't have no leverage, you know?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it almost gotta be that way.
Yeah, if everybody had the game, all the bowls would be cheap. All the bowls would be 700. All the, you know,
Mm-hmm.
everybody be sauced up.
Yeah, that makes sense though right there.
But we gotta lead niggas to the right shit though. Niggas just leading niggas. Niggas just following or leading niggas to a sale or a transaction. They trying to get some money about you. Ain't nobody trying to educate you. You know, ain't nobody trying to even if it's just them, just entertain us. Damn, ain't nobody trying to entertain us. It could be
That's
motherfuckers. Go ahead.
it's like motherfuckers so they think their information is just so sacred that they hold on to the information ain't even valuable no more. And so sometimes you gotta get that information out as well to hold some type of value. You know what I mean?
Right.
You hold on to this information, how is it valuable? You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
You gotta put that shit out here into the universe and let another motherfucker use it.
That's what somebody said. 2023, no gatekeeping. We giving up all the game. 2023.
What is we gatekeeping for? And
No
gatekeeping
gate.
because you don't want nobody to out surpass you.
Mm-hmm.
Because you so scared that if they surpass you, they're gonna leave you in the dust.
Because you don't really got no talent. All you got, I mean, I guess information. If you know something other people don't know, then that is a leg up. But it's people use that on people with the real talent or the real producers. Like
Yeah,
people
like,
who know how to start a business gonna take advantage of the people who don't, because they gonna be my employees. You know.
yeah, and then they use it. Then they use it to where it don't even. I don't know what I was gonna say. You said that they what you just said was they use it to their advantage. Oh yeah, people with no talent. They use the advantage of people with the talent. Exactly. Instead of bringing them along, they just ain't playing the game of chess right.
Because if the person with the talent, but now say the person with the talent got the game, then it's like he gonna be powerful.
But most times the person with the talent just want to use his talent though.
Right. He don't even
Like
want to, he don't even know the business or not even
if you
interested
ain't
in the business.
only time that person with the talent want to be interested in the business is when the business gets fucked. You know what I'm saying? When they letting somebody else handle the business and then the back end ain't right, or you know what I'm saying, they finally look into it and they like, damn, people been getting down on me.
Mm-hmm.
Now I got to know the business. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm gonna move this way. And I'm gonna tell everybody else after me to only move this way so that way that don't happen. Only way to avoid that is to not let it happen.
Right.
But that goes back to gatekeeping. If you ain't getting down on nobody, then there shouldn't be no problem. They could just use their talent for their talent. You know what I'm saying? That be that.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of them having to do all the extra work that they really don't want to do, but they gotta do that just so they know that they getting everything they supposed to get. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I see why people do it, but it only come because of the NWA stories and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what made Ice
Right.
Cube had to go and do that. If he was eating that steak, when Easy was eating that steak, he wouldn't have been tripping.
Right. He ain't see the
He
Jerry
wouldn't have
Heller
asked no
wasn't keeping them
questions.
in line.
He
He
wasn't
wasn't.
asking everybody. He wasn't. He was getting down. You
He
know,
was getting
he
over.
wasn't scared. And then he wasn't. He was halfway telling motherfuckers shit. You know what I'm saying?
So look, this is go back to the Black history. We gotta break this. We gotta break this down. what people don't understand about Hollywood, and we know who own Hollywood and who own the music industry, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood was a dying industry until what? The black exploitation films. When they came out with them black exploitation films in the 70s, bro, that saved Hollywood.
It turned it up.
It turned it up. Now I can tell you many examples where black people done turned up, save the movie or save certain industries and franchises and shit. But we just talking about like them exploiting the streets because they exploited that pimp culture, put that in the movies, and they saved Hollywood with that shit. What did they tell us in the NWA movie? The nigga Jerry Heller was a failed music producer. Nigga had California Raisins was his last hit type shit. And then NWA saved his ass.
And NWA saved him. And then he got, now didn't he have the other people too though?
Who he had after that?
Or didn't he have them singing it the day before NWA? Or did he get down on them too? The one they had a movie, they had a TV show came out, man. Yeah, man. They was singing it, man. With one nigga got kicked out of the group. They added a nigga in the group. I can't think of their name right now, man, and I'm mad about it.
I think I know what you're talking about. That might have been after NWA broke up.
It might have been after.
That could have been with they was signing Eazy-E probably.
I'm trying to see who the fuck was that's their name. Hold on.
I think I know who you're talking about. Eazy-E had some motherfuckers with him. But basically, gangster rap saved the music industry.
Is that gangster rap did?
Yeah, gangster rap saved rap. Well, I wouldn't say quote unquote save financially. It saved them peoples. You know what I mean?
Right. Got them in check.
Right, got them a check. Because they wasn't getting a check off the conscious black music. They wasn't finna sign or no. You feel me?
All right, that's it. Because it wasn't making them. That ain't what people want to hear.
That ain't what people wanted to hear. And them people wasn't manageable. A lot of them niggas was radical too. They was preaching independence and fuck the labels. Them niggas, you know.
Right. They wasn't going for that.
They wasn't going for that. Them niggas in New York said fuck all of that shit. So they came. They had the West Coast niggas exploited their ass. You know.
Niggas from the East Coast wasn't going.
Right, to where when NWA came out, their first music was positive. They had songs like Express Yourself. So it's like, and you gotta just look at their history. Like they was trying to say Dr. Dre. Basically, Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, all of them, they was talented kids. They've been in the music industry their whole lives, basically. They've been rapping and writing music their whole lives. Their whole life. Poems. That nigga Ice Cube was writing poems. These niggas is artists. They got signed for their talent. Then once they get grouped together with them labels had a meetings and say, look, this gonna be y'all image. You get what I'm saying? Y'all from LA, you know, y'all Compton, South LA. These were cities y'all from, bro. We finna represent LA. You get what I'm saying? It's gonna be gangbanging culture, whatever come with that. You know what I'm saying? They put that shit together. Eazy-E, he not an artist, but he got the street cred. So they put the real talent. The writers is writing for him. Ice Cube, he the talent. You know what I'm saying? But he playing the character to sell the product. You get what I mean?
Right.
Like that's not really who you is. Like Tupac, he art school his whole life. Nigga been in art school with Jada Pinkett. You get what I'm saying? Niggas is an artist. Niggas been rapping, writing poetry their whole lives. Then they get signed by a label, and them labels say, look, this is your branding, Thug Life. You know what I'm saying? We gonna brand you like this, you know, even though that might just be one aspect of you. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But this is what y'all agreed on. You got an office full of people that's pushing your shit out. You gotta stay on brand. That's why I learned about marketing. They say you can't really effectively market someone if they don't have a brand, and it has to be simple and clear clearly communicated. So if we seeing you a gangster rapper, that's what we promoting you as. Now, as they get to know you, then they can get to know layers of you. But when we selling you to the world, as we introduce it to you to people, these is key points of you.
This is what you is.
Right, it's what you is. And niggas that know better, but they packaging you up. When a nigga look at you on that shelf, that's thug life, that's thug rap, that's gangster rap, NWA. They set this how they selling a black image to the world. Not to us. We looking at that like, oh, that's my cousin, that's my homie. That's I know somebody from LA. That's how it's really going down. To us, that's our culture. But they selling this image. It's white folks selling a black image to the world. So they got to make it clear and concise. You might be like, oh yeah, this is deep. I'm talking about how you overcome the streets and how we had to overcome poverty. I had to get moms and them about the hood. Yeah. They not finna communicate all that to the world. They finna say this is thug rap from America. This is black gangster rap in America. This is the face of it. This what it looked like. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That makes sense though.
They brand it. Them peoples is packaging up to you. Who does the main buyer? There's white kids, middle America, the world, the foreigners. We don't even buy the rap. We bootlegging it. Once it's mainstream, we on to the next thing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you just put some game down. That's what Boosie said. He had a little sit down with DC Young Fly now. He said, man, he can go back and get paid for all the music that he had to put out here in the street just to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'd be worth so much right now. It wouldn't make no sense. He said but that was their time. It's like him, Jeezy, all of them coming up, Gucci in that time right there. Nigga mixtapes and shit was just. He said, a nigga have my song that I ain't even got. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? He said, or you have a CD with 40 songs in that motherfucker, and the motherfucker sold it for $5, and they got all the Jeezy new shit, all the Boosie new shit, and all the Gucci new shit on the same CD. And that bitch slamming. And that banging. He like, nigga. But he said he was getting money off of shows, so he said that shit making him famous. You know what I'm saying? All the streets know his music and shit, but he had to get money off shows and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? He said he won't never see no money off no song. I ain't never seen no money on no song.
Right. Like that's our real market. It's the street market. Like them niggas that was out the trunk with it. Even like, or now it's more like the Detroit rap. We seeing that go mainstream, but to us, man, we grew up with that shit, so we look at it different. You know what I'm saying?
Completely different.
So that's how the black.
We look at it like, you know what I'm saying? We just can relate to it. It just seems reachable now. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause it's like, if they banging that shit, we been banging that shit. You know what I'm saying? It just seems way more reachable now.
Right.
Definitely.
Yeah, motherfuckers got the game fucked up, man. And you got the niggas you got the tastemakers, and you got the followers. You got the niggas who make up the slang, make up the culture, make up the jokes. Then you got niggas who just laughing because they just want to look cool and they try to get it. They try to say the same things, but if somebody asks them what do that mean, they don't even know where the fuck that word came from or what that shit. You know, everybody just starts saying cap. You know, oh that's cap, whatever the new slang is, whatever. Like. And that's when I was first asking niggas, what do that mean though? I know how niggas use it in a sentence. It mean lying. But what do it mean? Where did you get the word from? Right. You know, that's the type of shit I be wanting to know. And then I had to do the history. They've been saying that since the 90s. E40 been saying shit like that. It's like capping, like that's how they used to heat niggas, capping like we shooting. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. You know, that turn to capping, or when a nigga just talking, he just talking boisterous, oh, he capping. To where that mean, oh, he just putting some cap on it, you know?
Or like, yeah, exactly. Or like how Zah turned into a universal term. Like, motherfuckers say they got Zah. or exotic. Like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers wasn't saying that shit 4 years ago.
Right.
I don't remember when it came on the scene, but before it came on the scene, motherfuckers was not saying that shit.
Zod. And you don't know where
Not
it came
everybody. Yeah, I don't know where it came from. The first person I heard say it was Fink. I ain't gonna lie.
from. Zod. I heard it
Get
from
the
the
credit
zoo
from
for
me.
sure.
He get the credit for me. I seen him say it on the fucking. He said it on Facebook. Back when he was speaking with them Ben Harbor niggas heavy. I bet said something about some Zod. I was like, what the fuck is Zod?
Yeah, that's the first people I heard say it on Facebook. Some zoo motherfuckers on Facebook.
It came from the book, from my boy Fink from me.
The book.
I ain't saying he the first person, but
Or like the
he
new one.
that's me.
The new one is Riz. Motherfuckers be saying they got Riz. This some YouTube shit.
Maria the Love Tree.
Riz, no, this is like, I don't know. I guess it mean like your ability to get a girl or something. They be asking the dudes, do you got Riz? It's like some New York YouTuber shit.
Mm.
But I was reading the comments. Somebody was like, what does Riz mean? And then somebody was like, I don't know, just another stupid word that motherfuckers be making up and don't know the meaning of it. Or just a stupid word that motherfuckers be making up. And then in my mind, I knew, man, everything got a meaning, bro. So, you know, I know that niggas ain't that stupid where they just making up any word and
Yeah,
they just saying it. And then somebody came in with the truth and clarity. It was like, Riz is short for charisma. I'm like, see, I know everything come from something. Everything ain't just dumb and ignorant.
It's
You
not.
know?
It got some substance behind it, but motherfuckers is just dumb and ignorant where they just say it without even knowing what the backstory on it. Just so
Right.
they know they heard how it was said, so they know how to use it in a sentence, but you don't know what the actual meaning of. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to say a word because you heard how it was said, how it was used in a sentence, so you could just easily use it in a sentence for yourself, or just use that same sentence again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Most motherfuckers just repeat the same, just repeat it.
Repeat the shit.
Repeat what they heard.
It was niggas in the zoo, and that's how I first started noticing this shit. This was in high school, senior year. The Chicago music became popular. Motherfuckers in the zoo was saying and then this one I just knew niggas was lying. Motherfuckers was saying they was from Chicago, all type of shit.
Man,
This,
when
that.
Chief came out, it was a bunch of Chicago niggas just popping out like we ain't go to school with niggas since elementary school, man.
You know,
Man, a bunch of Chicago. I ain't saying all them niggas. I ain't saying it wasn't some was from that way, but or even
you
just
got
because your
cousins
family
and
from
them out
there.
there.
Yeah, just because your family from there don't mean you from there. I got family in, you know how many places I got family? I ain't from all them motherfucking places. I'm from Kalamazoo. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? And I
You've
got
been there a
family.
summer.
Yeah, I done been there. You know what I'm saying? Now you from there because your granny from there and your mama from there, and nigga, where the fuck is you from?
Right.
You got to live in a place to be from there. Like you got to live. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right, really went to
live.
stores and did some daily errands around that bitch.
Went to school.
Went to school.
You know what I'm saying? Or if you grown, you know what I'm saying, you have been that motherfucker 10 plus, you know what I'm saying, 5 plus, you know what I'm saying? If I'm introducing you to somebody who don't know you, I might say you from, you know what I'm saying, or I might say this my boy Wayne from Cali, knowing you from the zoo, but shit, you just been out the way. I ain't got time to explain all that shit. You know what I'm saying? From Cali today, goddamn it, because we just ain't finna go that deep into detail. Just the first
Type
layer,
shit.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, motherfuckers want to be like, yeah, that's I knew how to cap, bro. I'd be so far.
Man, I know how to cap, I know how to rap. You know what I'm saying?
Or what you say?
I said, if I knew, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I said, if I know how to cap, I would know how to rap, man. I'd be putting some shit on the beat.
For real, man.
Telling fabrication. I had made up a status the other day. I said fabrication is a lifestyle.
For real though. You know, I'm finna in the broadcast. We done did an hour on this bitch.
Yeah,